Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm one of the tutors here at Showcase, delivering the level 3 and level 2 apprenticeships as well as the diploma. So typical day, depending on whether I've got like a observation in the morning or whether it's a Teams meeting. So normally try and go for 2 to 3 visits. If I've got an observation, then I tend to do then 1 Teams meeting in the afternoon. So those observations, obviously I'll go out to the setting, do the observation, give some feedback, talk to the employer while I'm there. If I've got other learners there, then potentially like check in with them. And yeah, Teams meetings, admin, so marking and things like that, we'll get that done, have a look at sort of where my learners are and catch up with their progress. So I got into this, I had children, decided that I didn't want to. I currently worked at a bank and didn't want to work in a bank anymore. I wanted to work with kids and it also made it a lot easier because my children were at a nursery. So I joined the nursery and did my level 3. I then went on and did a degree in early years, and once I completed my degree I just wanted a bit more out of what I was doing. I looked into kind of job roles that I could do with my degree and then did the carver, and then once I did that I applied for a job at Showcase. So I feel like they allow learners who are interested in early years to have that hands-on experience, but also do the kind of knowledge stuff as well. I did an apprenticeship, so and I feel like it was really beneficial, not just to have that hands-on experience, but also to have that alongside learning like knowledge stuff. So it's just it just gives you the ability to learn those knowledge, those skills, those behaviours on the job and get paid for doing it at the same time. So you can expect, depending on which level you choose, but you can expect visits between 4 and 6 weeks. There will be sort of a mixture of assignments, professional discussions, observations, there could be some reflective accounts that we might get you to do, some witness testimonies. You'll probably have a chance to also be a bit creative and create posters and things like that, so there's opportunity to really showcase your like individual personality as well, which is nice. And yeah, obviously we are always there at the end of the phone or an email, and we're basically there to kind of support you. So the level 2 is 12 to 15 months. It's, I would say, the foundations of early years, so it just provides you those basic skills and knowledge to kind of then support you if you then want to go on to do your level 3, which is around about 18 months. You can finish it a little bit earlier if you are very keen to get through it. And this is kind of more in depth. You're going to be, providing more examples of practice, really thinking about how everything kind of relates to your practice. So what kind of impact certain things are giving, legislation, policies, procedures. So those are words, sort of keywords that you will hear a lot, that we will talk about. So there is difference. I would say if you've not worked in early years before, if you don't have any kind of background, then probably level 2 is the way to go, just to get those foundational skills and then work your way to level 3. So I think for employers, obviously you're going to have someone who probably doesn't know an awful lot. Will kind of need that hand holding to begin with in terms of just being shown certain things. But I mean, from our end, we are there to support you in ensuring that they, gain those knowledge, gain those skills and behaviours that are expected of an early years educator. So, we work really closely with employers and we make sure that, we're constantly communicating and making sure that we're kind of all on the same page in terms of apprentices. So I feel like my passion kind of came from my own children. I really enjoyed that kind of age range, and I feel like they learn so much in the first 5 years. I think reading especially is really important in the first 5 years, so I think it's just the fact that so much of who they are and what they're going to be able to learn and their development is kind of structured in those early years. So I just feel really passionate about making sure that we kind of nurture that and we support them to be, the best versions of themselves going forward.